One thing people rarely talk about is the trauma of growing up with big boobs. I'm not just talking about the misogynistic jokes that people make, the comments that people make in school. I'm talking about the trauma of coming to the realization that your body's going through changes and that people are responding to those changes before you even grasp what's going on with your body. I feel like this is such an overlooked topic. No one ever talks about it. It's a reality for a lot of us busty girls. This is a form of trauma that a lot of us just do not talk about. When you go from having no breasts to having very big breasts at such a young age, people often don't grant you that innocence of being a child anymore. People start to have this new standard that they hold you against. You start to feel a lot of pressure to act a certain way, to conduct yourself better in certain situations. You're often made to dress differently so as to make other people feel more comfortable about the fact that you have big boobs. The people around you who you're supposed to trust start to look at you differently. Teachers look at you differently. Sometimes even people's parents look at them differently. Why is the choir boy who's like 10 years older than me now looking at my chest every single time we talk? Why are my elders at church looking at me in this way when they're supposed to be the one protecting me? I remember going to church and there was a lady who just could not take her eyes off my chest. Like, she would just stare at my chest the entire time we were talking. And then she then placed her hand on my chest and tried to frame it as if she was putting a sticker onto me, when it was quite obvious that she had other intentions. It's that sudden change in demeanor. One of the scariest parts is just seeing how everyone's demeanor and the way they treat you changes like that. And the saddest thing is that at first you don't even realize what's going on. No one ever talks about the innocence being stripped away. No one grants you that innocence. No one gives you that grace anymore. My stepmom was once telling me about how she developed really quickly and became busty at quite a young age, and she was telling me about how she could no longer get on the bus anymore with a child's ticket because they didn't believe that she was a child. She had to then start buying adult tickets because they just would not believe that she was a child with a chest that big. And don't even get me started on finding out bra sizes and how they work. I used to go into a store, pick up a bra that I thought looked like my size and wear it. And as you can imagine, that led to a lot of wardrobe malfunctions in public that were very, very, very embarrassing. Things like this is why I make filibust content, because this is the sort of information that I should have been given when I was growing up as a teen. For context, I'm a filibust model, which means that my chest size is considered bigger than the industry standard. And as you can imagine, that has led to a couple challenges along the way in my modeling journey. So if this message resonates with any of you, definitely give me a follow. I really do appreciate the support, even just the engagement. Like, tell me about your experiences. Tell me things that you want to get off your chest. Like, I want to know your experiences. I'm not just talking to a screen, I'm talking to you guys. I have a website for bra recommendations. I have a YouTube that I've just launched, which will be more about in-depth filibust content and also just like general lifestyle vlogs. Check me out on YouTube, check me out on my website, check everything out. That's all I wanted to say on here today. So thank you and goodbye.